Hey, what's going on, buddy? My name's Calcifer, and welcome to the channel. We are back in full force. I decided I wanted to regroup my channel and just kind of restart it all. This is going to be like my first video on the channel, and I just want to be here to just motivate you guys. And this whole channel is going to be about just being a better person and growing and learning things and building a community of people that love games and love movies and love talking about different things. And that's just kind of what I want this channel to be and grow as, and so we all can come together and have great conversations and learn from each other and things like that. And so I'm kind of just restarting this whole channel, and I'm really just want to put 100% effort into it. And I hope you guys do enjoy the videos. If you do, you can leave a like, subscribe. I would appreciate it. But I'm just here to talk about games and things I love, and I love video games. And today's video is about a game that is not fun to many people. When it launched, it was so much hype. I mean, it was up here in the hype. It was like above. So people were so excited for this game. And then when it came down to it, it just didn't succeed the way people wanted it to. There were too many bugs and glitches. It didn't run on the PS4, couldn't run on the Xbox One. It just had so many issues. And if you hadn't figured out what game I'm talking about yet, it's Cyberpunk 2077. And that's right, guys. That's the game I'm talking about today. I'm talking about why it's my favorite RPG of all time. So I got a couple things I want to go through. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's hop in, shall we? So, I think there's a couple things we got to cover when we talk about Cyberpunk. One, I am already biased to this genre, so don't take it this way. Not everybody's going to enjoy every kind of genre game, but when it comes to Cyberpunk, I love the cyberpunk. I love the futuristicness of it. I love being able to walk the streets, and there's all kinds of stuff out there. You got all kinds of futuristic guns and all the outfits, and I just love that era of stuff. I mean, I grew up watching a lot of the animes from 80s, and I'm not that old, but I enjoy that stuff. So I go back and I watch the stuff from like the 80s and 90s, and all that stuff's in space. You got Cowboy Bebop, things like that, and I just love that futuristic cyberpunk world. So I was already biased to this. Now, when I originally played this game, I did have my issues. Sure, I played it on a PS5. My PS5 crashed. I probably 30, 40 times. The game crashed on me. And it was frustrating. But in general, I didn't hold it against the game. I was so captivated by the story. So I think it's the first thing we're going to hop into. We're going to talk about story. And what the story was like. And is it worth your time? And the first thing I'm going to tell you is yes, 100%. This game is so worth your time. There's a reason why it's my favorite RPG of all time. And there's a reason why nothing else matches it. The story is incredible. From the dialogue to the characters, every character feels like they have a personality and that they're there with you, and that you can, they're not just a throwaway idea. I mean, they have all kinds. None of the side missions are throwaway. They're all very interesting. You got the Cyber Psycho side missions. You just got thousands of different storylines and ideas and things you can dive into. All the characters feel different. All of them feel unique, especially like the main bunch of them. You got Judy, you got Pan Am, you got V, your character, obviously, who is dialogued. And I love dialogue characters. I don't like silent main protagonist, so I'm great he was dialogue. You got Dexter Deshawn. He's like more of a beginning main character. Obviously, you got Chum, Johnny Wells. I lost his name. Wells. You got Johnny Silverhand, which is fantastically voice acted by Keanu Reeves. All the voice acting is fantastic. It's not just Keanu Reeves. Everything about it is incredible. The story is captivating from start to end. You feel a sense of urgency in trying to get to the story because of some things that lead up. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody that if you haven't played it. But yeah, this game's just incredible. I have to say, the story was just so captivating for me, and I kept going mission to mission. I beat it fairly quickly, and I put about 80 hours into it, but I think I beat it within a week or so. I just spent so much time. I'd come home from work, and it was the first thing I hopped on. the next thing that I want to talk about is the gameplay. Now, this is an RPG. This is not a first-person shooter. Although the game is in first person, it much feels like an RPG. So the gunplay felt smooth for the most part, I'd say. Outside of the normal glitches and things like that were a part of this game, all the extra bugs and stuff. The gunplay felt good. I enjoyed the weapons. They felt unique, different. Each one I picked up felt different. The pistols were fun to use. That was probably my favorite thing to use. But even you get into something, I mean, this game is deep in, just the skill share system, the skill, like the skills ability menu and your cyberware, like what you can put on your character is deep. It goes so deep. In my 80-hour playthrough that I put into the game, which is, I didn't even do everything in the 80 hours. I wasn't able to 100% complete my character. Now, there's probably people out there who can, and I'm actually working towards that now. I'm working on getting the plat on my PlayStation, but there are people who probably have completed their character in 80 hours, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't find a way. I didn't spend time doing every side mission, but I played a lot. 80 hours is a lot to put into a game. For you not to 100% it, it's kind of crazy to me, but that's what CD Projekt Red does. They build these massive games. I mean, look at Witcher 3. That game is massive. Massive. So the game just hit checked every box. The game was just exactly what I wanted and exactly what I needed. And, did they promise too much? I would say so. I think the hype was there. Hype plays into that, obviously. It's not CD Projekt's fault. I mean, they rolled with it, The game obviously was not finished. It just was not ready to be put out. But what we do have here, I think, is a masterpiece. I think over time, as the gem, from a rock gets polished into a gem, and then we get a diamond, I think then people will see just how great this game is and how detailed the environments are and how great the city looks. I mean, when you're in Night City, you feel like you're in a city, like Atlanta, Chicago. It's deep. It's got people. It's got trash flying everywhere. It feels like this dark topia of 2077, man, and what a dark future would look like. And it's got such interesting characters and side quests. And this game just checked every box for me, guys. And I recommend you pick it up. It's back out on the PS4 and on PlayStation 5. They do recommend you play it on a PS4 Pro or higher. But if you can pick this game up, it's back on the store, Xbox, PlayStation. Please do. I love this game. It needs to be supported, people. It does. It is a masterpiece. And I'm telling you guys, you need to play it. But that's my 2 cents on Cyberpunk 2077. And, I think it's easy to crap on the game. But I think the devs really cared about what they were doing with this. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you all listening and just, cluing in on the video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, you can leave a dislike. That's totally okay with me, too. Like I said, I'm here to build, a positive community and just grow things from here. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. I'll catch you later.